Hey everyone, this is Germ. Today I've got a gameplay on Arica Harbor. This is a squad team deathmatch. I've sped a lot of this up. This is a 26-minute long game. I had to edit it down to 15 minutes. And even though a lot of this is in high speed right now, you may have noticed I'm using a Barrett M95 with a red dot on it. Now you're probably thinking, why on earth would you ever combine those two things? And there's no real good reason to. I mean, the M95 is arguably the most powerful rifle in the game. Coupled with one of the least powerful scopes, or a scope that really is not a long-range scope, combined with a gun that's really designed for long range. So the reason I'm doing this is I'm trying out something new. I'm calling him the rushing Recon, for lack of a better name. I'm just going to try to play with a rifle that's not suited to being up in the action. Like, you see people, they play with some of the smaller semi-automatic rifles, and they play up-close rushing games with them, but you don't see many people trying to do that with an M95 or any of the bolt-action rifles quite as much, especially the M95, because it's so slow to reload, so slow to scope up, so slow to do a lot of things that it's just kind of unwieldy to use at close ranges. But that's what I'm going to try to do with it. I've coupled it with the red dot, and I'm just going to try to move quick, get up close and personal to people. I mean, up close, it's pretty much a one-shot kill, so perks I'm running, I've got Magnum ammo, of course I have the red dot sight. I don't remember what I have as a vehicle perk. It doesn't really matter because I'm not using a vehicle at all in this match. In fact, this is my only interaction with a vehicle right now. So obviously I'm running C4, and he's running to his mama. So being this is a squad team deathmatch, I didn't know anyone else in my squad, so everyone's just kind of running around randomly right now. So I'm going to talk about some things I do right, some things I do wrong, some things other people do right, other people do wrong. Just kind of a few tips and tricks, if you will. What I'm doing right now, I'm just trying to clear houses. Most of the people are going to be camped up in the houses on Arica Harbor. That seems to be what everyone likes to do, get up in a house and sit there. So I'm going to do my best to root everyone out. So I'm just going to try to move from house to house as much as I can, or as much as the opponents let me. And if I'm able to team up with some of the other guys in my squad, I will, but I'm not going to try to force myself to do that because they seem to be just randomly running all over the place. So I don't want to force myself into trying to cooperate with them if they're just going to be random about it. But as much as I can, I'm going to work together with them. Let's see, we got someone up in this house. Oh, that was kind of a lucky grenade throw. I didn't think that was going to work. And good night. Let's see if he's still up there. And this is something I do wrong. I get him, but I did not clear the room. I went to reload, and there was someone else in the corner, so I went in for the knife kill, but I was in the middle of my reload animation. So I should have waited till I cleared the room. I thought I had cleared it, but obviously I hadn't, so that was definitely my fault. So now I do not like being in this lower area of Arica Harbor. I feel like you're way too exposed, way too visible, so let's see, I'm going to try to skirt around the outside here, use the motion detector to avoid getting killed. And I'm going to try to make my way up the back of the buildings here. I like to be in the top row of buildings. I feel like that's the best place to be when you're playing Arica Harbor in squad team deathmatch. Now, in the other game modes, it's not so much. I mean, depending on if you're playing a rush or a conquest or whatever, it can vary a lot. But for squad team deathmatch, I think this is definitely the place to be, is in this top row of buildings. So I'm going to do what I did before. I'm just going to try to move from building to building and clear them out one at a time. Now see right there, I slowed that down. You can see I just barely missed him. I no-scoped him. I had enough time. I had the drop on him. I should have scoped up, but I didn't. So what I've done now is I switched to the Beretta automatic handgun, whatever the name of that thing is. So that in instances where I have to pull out the handgun at close range, I can just spray really quickly, and hopefully that'll help me take him out. That's another one where I shot right above his head. That was kind of, I'm going to call that the fault of the rifle. Not that I was doing everything perfectly, but the rifle moves a lot in your hands when you're going to scope up. So I think that was what went wrong there. So I'm moving along in the houses. I'm kind of still in the corner here because I died. Gotta keep my eyes out. Can't let him get away from me. And good night. I'm mostly going for body shots anywhere under 100 feet. With Magnum ammo, the Barrett is pretty much a one-shot kill. So that's going pretty well for me so far. I'm actually kind of enjoying the red dot. I mean, I can't really pull off any distance shots, but as long as I'm not trying to do that, this is not a bad rifle. You just have to be really slow and methodical. I mean, it's about like using a shotgun, you know. You have to kind of pick your shots. You have to wait for the enemy to be in the right place. You can't just start spraying or tapping as quick as possible and plan on doing anything. So it's really not bad. Wow, he was camping inside a bush. And he wasn't even a Wookiee. The Wookiees camp in the bushes, man, not you. So we are on the other corner of the top row of buildings now. And he almost got me. I think that was not a headshot, but that was probably a torso shot. That guy got me with right there. I'm just going to speed some of this up here. There's a couple periods of time in this match that nothing really happens. That guy's up there. I go up here to get him, and I think he's in the other room. He is in the other room. I go for the knife. The knife misses, so one shot in the back. That's going to give you some back trouble. As soon as I turned around, though, sniper had his beat on me. So I'm back kind of in the lower section now. Let's see. Alright, I just saw a shot from sniper. I'm not going to try to get him. See, people that far away, it's kind of unrealistic that you're going to get him with the Barrett while they're moving unless you kind of get a little bit of a lucky shot or you're really good. I am not the best recon player out there. I'm not really a quick scoper. I barely do no scopes, as you guys see. I'm not really good at those. I mostly just go for torso shots. You know, I get a lot of assists when I am playing a recon. That's probably the best way to put it. But I just try to stay moving. See, this is working pretty well for me so far. See, our team is leading 49-32, and the other teams are all really close except for us. They're 32, 31, 31. So we are really pulling ahead. Myself and one other guy on our team, we were actually carrying most of the team. Not the other two guys weren't doing that great, but one of the guys dropped out midway through and was replaced by someone else. Then the other guy was just calling him average would make it seem like I'm calling myself better than average, which I'm not. But he was maybe a little bit below average. He wasn't as good as he could have been, but it's okay. He didn't hurt the team at all, so that's not a big deal. I really like this house right here. If you're going to camp anywhere, I highly recommend camping up here. Which as a recon, you know, especially in a squad team deathmatch, it's not unreasonable that you do a bit of camping. I don't think. I don't have the same negative opinion of camping as a lot of people do. But I really like that house back there, and I'm going to be coming back to it in a bit. I'm surprised less or not more people have gotten into the vehicle. Usually you have people spamming that thing. A lot of team deathmatch or squad deathmatch servers have actually kind of outlawed the vehicle. I mean, you technically still can use it, but they don't want you to. See, oh, there's that Beretta working for me. I really don't like this gun. It's incredibly inaccurate, I feel, but I mean, it's an automatic handgun, so how accurate do you expect it to be? But I don't really like it, but it has its uses, and that's definitely one of them, is really close, up close and personal panic spraying. So that is definitely one use. Alright, someone has their beat on me. I didn't see them. I'm going to get out of there. That's something I've been trying to work on lately, is what I'm not sure if I've got a shot. I just try to get out and fight another day. Alright, got an assist for that. Oh no, I can't believe I missed that. Alright, he's not moving that fast. That's not a big deal. There's a couple times with this rifle, I'm not sure if it's the hit detection or if the red dot makes it seem like you're on target more often than you are, but that's one thing I'm getting used to. What I think I'm going to do when I'm playing my rushing recon, I'm going to experiment with the different bolt action rifles. I haven't decided which one I'm going to use, so in future videos expect to see a smattering or a wide selection of the different bolt action rifles, and I'm going to see how they are. I had a scope on that guy, but he scoped me a little bit quicker, so here we are. I really like what happens here. That's the first shot. Someone else is shooting at me. Second shot. I've got 3 bullets left in the clip. So I'm going to keep looking. Third. Fourth. And we're going to go upstairs here. And we're going to go for one more. Wait till he pokes his head out from the building, and there's the last one. So that's, I think, the first time I've gone 5 for 5 with a Barrett. It's a pretty hard gun to do that as, just because the situation kind of has to work itself out. Everything has to line up just right, or you have to be moving really fast. And I'm trying to move back from the windows so he doesn't see me. That is another shot right there. I think I got hit markers, but I can't believe I didn't get him, but it's okay because shot him out of the air. But yeah, the hit detection, especially when using the red dot, sometimes it seems a little bit off. So I'm not sure. It's certainly a lot better than Battlefield 2. I mean, anyone who played that knows you could be shooting and you'd be exactly on from 40 feet away and you'd miss, or you wouldn't get any hit markers for whatever reason. So I'm really glad they fixed that. I went back to Battlefield 2 a couple weeks ago, and I was just playing a couple matches for fun, and I could not believe how terrible the hit detection was. It was almost enough to make me want to stop playing. But I didn't. You know, Battlefield 2 is a classic. I really enjoyed all the times I played with it, and I really look forward to playing Battlefield 3, although I imagine it's going to be more like Bad Company 2, 3, or Bad Company 3, rather. But that's okay. You know, the series had to evolve some. Speaking of which, what do you guys think about Battlefield 3? Some of the changes they've talked about. I was a little bummed that there was going to be no Commander mode. I really enjoyed playing Commander in Battlefield 2 when I used to play with my buddies in college. We had one guy who, his laptop wasn't the fastest, and he was not a great first-person shooter player. I mean, his laptop was not a gaming laptop. He did very little gaming on it. He had a tiny little mouse. It was a travel laptop, but it could run Battlefield 2, and so he played Commander because he wasn't that much of a gamer, so he was new to it, and he really enjoyed it. All he did the whole match was call in airstrikes, drop packages, you know, stuff like that, and he really enjoyed it. Like, that was his dedicated job. And I'm a little bummed that's not going to be in Battlefield 3. Now, I'm sure the rest of the game is going to be amazing, so I don't want to sound like I'm belly aching, but it's just one of the little things I'm not super excited about. The other stuff I am excited about, if you read, there's going to be supposedly a year or more worth of unlocks, different attachments for weapons and things like that, and that is pretty awesome. I was reading today on the official Battlefield blog how they're going to have like, you could put 3 attachments on a weapon. Like, there's 3 attachment slots. You could have a heavy barrel and a scope, and then like a foregrip or something too. So really cool stuff like that. Now, see, I'd been up in that house for a long time. They put 2 airstrikes on me while I was up there, 2 mortar strikes, and threw a bunch of grenades. And finally, they wounded me enough I had to get out. And oh, this goes terribly. I have to reload, jump, go for the knife. Got him. So yeah, they were finally able to coax me out of that house and kill me, but I had a pretty good time sitting up there. I can't believe that worked back there when I ran out of the shots from the Beretta and went for the knife. That usually does not work so well, but I think I caught him at just the right time. We were at 92 and 57. It's pretty much a guarantee we're going to win. See, those other teams, they have stayed right together. They are 56, 55, 53, which is pretty amazing. Considering it's been a 100-ticket match and they've stayed together the whole time, and I'm really proud of my team. I mean, none of us knew each other, none of us are really playing together, unfortunately, which is much my fault as any of the rest of them, but we are winning this thing big time. Just kind of one of those things where everything works out and everyone does well, and I really wish I'd gotten him, but it looks like he's dead. I guess one of my teammates got him. Still clearing houses. I almost kind of wish they would port this map over to Battlefield 3. I think this might be my favorite map in Bad Company 2. But I am really excited about the Back to Karkand map pack, because those are some of my favorite maps that are going to be in it from Battlefield 2, so I really look forward to seeing how they've been redone with the added effects. So this match is coming to a close. It's at 98. I see this guy, I shoot him, I don't quite get him, he shoots me with the grenade, I'm like, screw it, I'm going for the pistol, I get hit markers, and the game ends. So, that's okay, I might have gotten a kill, but it's alright, because the team won anyway. So, let us see how we did here. This is my first rushing recon game that I deemed good enough to post. It was a 31 and 14. So a 2.21 kill-death ratio, and this is the only game type in Battlefield that this matters, by the way. You won't hear me talking about kill-death ratios in any of the other game types. But it does matter in Squad Deathmatch, because that's, you know, the whole point. Let's see, I got second most kills out of this. So thank you guys for watching.